Yo, we here. What's going on, everybody? This is Sante in the place to be. Let me take that off. Let me take this off. And we here. What's up? What's up, everybody? Would you please go ahead and share? We're gonna have phone calls coming in. If that's something you want to do today, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and share it again. I'm gonna pull up my comments on Facebook and YouTube. That'll be coming up. So, what's up, everybody? This is Sante Lucas. Welcome back to the pod. Welcome back to the Every Other Day podcast. It's like almost the Every Other Month podcast, but it's just been so much going on. I'm so much grateful, so much thankful, and it's just been, a heck of a spring going into the summer. So, if you want to please go ahead and just share, and you can, you know what I mean? But we're gonna be opening up the phone lines. We're gonna go back to the basics, y'all, and we're gonna be talking about how it is to be able to do your own thing. And a lot of the things that we got going on here at the pod, Effigy Media Arts, what we've been into for the first couple of months of 2024. We 4 months in right now, so now is a good time to, talk about and recap of what's been going on and the type of things that we are offering and we're doing. So I'm gonna hit the share button one more time because I'm gonna share, and then we're gonna open up the phone lines a little bit later if you want to call in. I want to give a shout out to. I want to give number one. I'm gonna put out a couple of things on the podcast today, some overlays and some things of what's been going on. Matter of fact, I want to give a shout out tomorrow. We have a podcast going on here in the pod, and I want to give a shout out to Miss. Matter of fact, let me make sure because I want to make sure this is put right on here. Let me put that over. If I could put that over there a little bit. Here we go. So we got tomorrow at 7 o'clock here at the pod. We have Miss Bobby Benton. Miss Bobby Benton, her podcast. The Life Essentials Self Healer's Journey podcast coming tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Here at the pod, she's definitely been doing her thing. She's definitely been you know, making tracks and really just knocking down doors with associations. Like she has really done a great job of what she's doing with her podcast. It's become successful. And hey, Miss Mary Kay, thank you. Ding. so so yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to her. Um, thank you, Miss Mary Kay. Bobby Benton, her live stream tomorrow, podcast tomorrow. So yeah, I want to give a shout out to Miss Bobby Benton. Thank you, Miss Mary Kay, for the encouragement. And so I'm coming back today to talk about a couple of things here. Take that off the screen, pop my name back up here. So, a couple of things I want to talk about, and a couple of things I want to kind of bring to the attention of folks here. Let me first couple of I have Effigy Media Arts is a multimedia conglomerate. I'm going to put it like that, a conglomerate located in Bloomfield, Michigan, serving the greater Pontiac area, Bloomfield, Royal Oak, you know what I mean, Rochester, West Bloomfield, all of that, all around there. And I pride myself on being a highly competitive corporate videographer. You know what I mean? Like I do a lot of things that with corporate entities. And when I say corporate, I don't mean big or what. I just like to make every client that I deal with and work with feel like a corporate client on a big scale. So I'll do the same type of job for you that I do for Home Depot or something like that. You know what I mean? I want to make your your thing look as best and good as I can possibly. So I want to give a couple of shout outs to Omega Phi Psi fraternity was able to do the probate out there at Oakland University. I like to give a shout out to Kappa Alpha sorority. And also, lately I've been doing some things with um, the drone work. So um, there we go. You know what I mean? So I'm going to talk about the drone work. I'm going to show up and put up some overlays so you guys can see and understand um, about what's been going on and what we're doing with that. So I'm gonna hit the share button one more again because why not share it? Why not share it? Okay. So let's go ahead and put some overlays up because I want to talk about it. Let's talk about the drone aspect first. Let me put this over on the side here so it won't look too janky. Here we go. So as you see, we have the yellow jacket here, and the yellow jacket is representing that you know, when I go out there for drone jobs or when I do some things as far as with real estate, when I do some things as far as like drones can be used for so many different purposes, but I like to use them for anything that I could possibly do. So I use drones as far as with Oakland Press or media outlets where they need me to do some work or take some pictures or just an aerial overhead or it's a hard to get type of picture. So I use the drone for a lot of safety reasons. You can get out there, get the picture very quick. It can be incognito, very quick up to a certain distance. And but lately I've been trying to more or less morph myself into the contract space, contractor area of building, home building, real estate, interior inspections. You can even do crawl spaces with drones. That's why I really like about them. Like you can do crawl spaces, meaning at your house where maybe underneath your house that where you don't really want to go into that portion of the home, or even an attic inspection. You can do stuff like that where you can send up a drone to see if there's any animals, birds, or something like that, what's ever going on. And then you can call the exterminator, you can call the trapper or whoever. So people are using drones for a lot of great things. So lately I've been using drones as far as doing roof inspections. I've been using drones for doing journalism. Please share this if you pop in. Please, I appreciate it. For drone inspections, I've been doing using drones. And if anybody want to know anything about that, please reach out to me. I will let you know and let you understand the process of how that goes. It's but a lot of people come to me for roof inspections because if you call somebody to come out and actually do a roof inspection, it's going to probably cost a lot of money. Number one, a person standing on your roof is going to cost. It's a little bit of a liability. Anything can happen, so that it's going to be a premium in price. When it comes to a drone can come up and do that type of work for you. Where you don't have to worry about getting yourself or putting anybody in danger. So that's what the drone is usually used for. I got another picture here out at a home where, just basically this is even a vacant property where like sometimes cities or municipalities or counties or whatever, they have abandoned properties. They want to see the condition of the home. They don't particularly want to send a man unit out there because, again, sending somebody out and going on top of a roof or, doing the perimeter where a drone can do all that type of stuff can be costly. So I've been reaching out to different roofers or individual homeowners, that probably need something like this. So that's a big, big thing that we offering and put inside of the plethora of what Effigy Media Arts does. As you see, that's our house right there. And just more or less, you're able to get an overview. You can get very close, tight shots inside of the home or of the home. And, you can go from there. Let me go ahead and hit the record button on my joint. So, yeah, you can get very detailed shots inside of the home, and inside the home, of the home, on the perimeter of the home. So you can do a lot of things with that, and so that's another thing that we're getting into. And this right here is basically the web page, letting you know that I'm a certified drone pilot. You can go on the web page. Also, there's a a sign up sheet. You can go ahead and on that sign up sheet, and from that sign up sheet, you are able to sign up for a service, or you can call me directly, leave a message if you have a question or something like that. Next thing on the board, I like to talk about. We did me and my crew, which is my VP, my vice president, first vice president. I have two VPs, but first vice president, the other one wasn't able to. Let me get a drink. Give a shout out to Asante Lucas Jr. Give a shout out to Asante Lucas Jr. FG Media Arts. This past week, we just did a wonderful event for the AKAs, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and what we did there was we live streamed it because a lot of people have problems live streaming, especially to Facebook, YouTube. Some people are using Twitter, Twitch, and stuff. Let me see here. Some people are using Twitter. Some people are using Twitch and Facebook. But a lot of times when you, let me put my comments back up here. When you're using Twitter or Twitch or Facebook or Vimeo and things like that, a lot of times, what happens with that is if you have certain music or you have a certain topic, Facebook, YouTube, Vimeo, even Twitter, because it's copyright infringement. That's what they're looking at. And a lot of times when you do a live stream or an event, a corporate event or whomever, even a funeral, a lot of times you just can't live stream to those platforms because you might have an issue or a problem. So the best thing to do is to have a hosting platform, and FG Media Arts has a hosting platform. So basically for this event that we went to and we live streamed, we didn't only just live stream there, we live streamed, we recorded. Also, we handled the board, which was there was not an LED board. I don't know why I wanted to say that. They have a projection board. So basically, the things that we saw, like this is what we seen out here. If you see to the corner of that top right, there was a projection board. So we beamed video from what we were gathering back in the back of the room up to the front. So basically, you could see what was clear going on the stage. People that were in different spots of the auditorium or that of that room, people were able to see on that projection. And we were beaming HDMI wirelessly, and we were beaming audio wirelessly from the DJ booth. So we definitely have it. There's a lot of things that we do, and there's a lot of things that we encompass and use and invested in over the last couple of years. And we got it. We got it. But I couldn't have done it without the VP. The VP really has been on board with me. You know what I'm saying? Like I told him that day, I really couldn't or can't do it without you. And some of these endeavors that we have with these events. So I want to give a shout out again once more to Asante Lucas. My other son, which is my second VP, Nazir, helps me also a lot too. So I want to give a great big old shout out to him too, because and he's going to be doing a portion of the business where we're going to be having scores. So if you have, because everything now is just really intensive when it comes to, you have a commercial, say you want FG Media Arts or anybody to do you a promotional video. It's getting to the point now where you're going to have to buy copyrighted music anyway, or copyrighted, you're going to have to buy music to get the license to use it for your promotional. So what we're going to be doing now is really going to have an in-house. We're going to have an in-house producer, that does music, can go ahead and make you a score for your promotional or your video, whatever. So that way you can advertise it on Facebook. You can advertise it on YouTube, Vimeo, wherever you want it to go, and don't have an issue with copyright. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of stuff that we implementing, but again, FG Media Arts encompasses it all. So we wanted to make sure that we let you guys know about, web hosting, because web hosting is a great, a great thing. That is, not a lot of people don't talk about, and a lot of people don't offer that service. So also we're going to be talking about here. Let's get this up here. I just want to let you guys remember this, because let's go to the max exposure here. Again, FG Media Arts is the only place that I know of, and believe me, I searched. Let me get a drink of my Fago here. Only place that I know, and I have searched around, the FG Media Arts is the only place that we have the ability to go to Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, now X. You can get the max exposure. And matter of fact, I really should put the V up, the Vimeo, because we can go there too. But, I really don't see people really kind of going out to Vimeo that much. So this is something that we can do. Let's also show you, since we in the habit of showing stuff right now. Let's go here and show you the future is vertical also. I know it's a lot of stuff talking about or surrounding TikTok and Instagram. These are our vertical platforms. Facebook, in a certain way, is vertical, but in most cases, people, you really think of vertical, you really think of Instagram and TikTok. But vertical is really a platform, a way of shooting content that is a little bit different, and it's a little bit more engaging, I think, in a lot of ways, because people are just holding their phone, so the orientation just works for them. But it's for more or less Instagram and TikTok. So there's a lot of stuff surrounding TikTok right now, but we're going to work around whatever they got going on. It don't make a difference. We still going to do what we do. But I wanted to come today. I don't know if anybody want to call or, come or call in or anything like that and ask a question about, what's going on. And let's Marcos Lopez. What's going on, man? Let's go ahead and put your up there. What's going on, man? Is there a question you have, or is there anything that you would like to say? I can go ahead and put your comment up. In a minute, I'm going to go ahead and put the. You must be a new subscriber, because I've gotten new subscribers on this channel on YouTube. I think due to that that Q Dog video that I put up. Also, I got some Delta video I was gonna put up too, if I could find it, man. I got like stuff backlog archive that I just haven't put up to YouTube in a long time, so I might do that. So if you got anything to add, Marcos, I will go ahead and I will put you up, man. I definitely would. I'm going to put the phone number up. If anybody wants to call, feel free to do so. That's 248-905-1128. 248-905-1128. And I will, again, leave that up for a moment just for people to be able to see. If they want to give a call, they can, they cannot. It's up to you guys. But I wanted to be able to put this and give people an opportunity to go ahead and be able to call in if they like to do so. All right. Moving on to the next topic at hand. let me make sure there's nothing else that I want to pop up here and show you guys. I want to make sure here. I don't want to miss anything because I don't come online as often um, as I would like. Okay, yeah, there's definitely a couple of more things here. There's a couple of more things I want to share, and then we can go further into it. All right. So let me put this up here. Let me try to move this out the way. I don't make it too big where it's covering my face. All right. So let's go ahead and move this and boom, boom. All right. So if anybody is interested, which you should be, everybody needs an opportunity to go ahead and hear their voice and let their voice be made. Here at the pod, we offering, everybody asks me, is there a deal? Do you have a discount? Is there something, blah, blah, blah. Hey, and I hear you. I feel you. I'm always looking for the best opportunity and deal that I could get too. So what here at the pod is called the deal you cannot beat. It's the wild card. It's the full house, basically. If you book for 1 month, let me read this right now, you get 10% off the following month. So if you book a full month of shows, 4 consecutive shows, week 1, 2, 3, or 4, however you do it, you get 10%. And you know what? I might even put this up to 15. How about that? When you go to my website, that's Effigy Images, which I should have put this. You know what? Impromptu. I'm gonna go ahead and just give an impromptu here. Let's go ahead and put so you guys know what the website is. Here, let me go ahead and put this up. That's Effigy Images.com. Easy peasy, nice and breezy. Go ahead and put the dot right up in there. Make that dark blue. Boom, boom. All right, bam. Here we go. That's how we do it, right? On the fly. This is so easy, man. Like, who you know, bruh. But anyway, if you go to the website, Effigy Images, that's EFFIGY images.com, and you go to the pod page will tell you all of what you need to know, or what all that you will want to know about creating a podcast and what you need to do here. We got the best prices in town. I mean, I got 4 packages, and it really encompasses everything that you would need to know. I don't want to make it too complicated. You can have, where you got just too many options. And sometimes when we have too many options, we can't make a proper decision because we got too many options. I think 4 is enough. We got 2 recording packages, and those 2 recording packages are basically packages where you come in and you sit down and you have your whole podcast recorded. You just get it recorded, and I take that recording and then I, edit it for you into a hour-long session or whatever, because hour is the minimum session. You don't have to go hour. You can do 30 minutes, but hour is basic structure. And we take that recording and edit it for you, and then you can put it up and post it to the platforms as you like. Or there's another package where I give you the recording, but the recording has all the bells and whistles. More or less, you can have PDF slides, like, and everything that I'm showing here. You can have your name and stuff flying around. I can edit it to do it like that, and that's up to you. Those are the 2 recording packages, and then I have 2 live stream packages. Basically, as simple as that. And then and within those there subcategories in those packages where you can have guests. So if you want to use guests and bring guests in and stuff like that, you can. Let me see here. You can bring guests in if you want to and stuff like that. So there's hold on, let me restart this here. So if you want to bring in guests, you can not only have guests, you can also have contributors. So there's a lot of stuff. Also, you can there's so much you could do. Me personally, I like the live stream aspect of it, but I could see a lot of people where you want to go or have it recorded. Um, so there's also, man, this is so much. So if you go to effigieimages.com, go to the pod section, and you will see. And then underneath that, there's a plethora of extras that you can have. If you like to have shorts, little mini shorts of your podcast broken up, you can have that. Um, Also, you get a recording, audio recording, basically with every podcast that you do. That way, you could take that recording, and upload it to Spotify and all this and that. So there's a lot that you can do here at the pod, and we've been doing it. We've been doing it, and I've been diligently at work, basically getting these packages and these things together for you in order to have a great experience. You come in, don't worry about it, bam, and there you go. So FG Media Arts has been doing the work, has been doing everything possible to make it where you don't have to worry about anything. And I do it so easy. I'm telling you, I know what I'm doing. I'm the best. You know what I mean? I can't stress that enough. I'm the best at what I do because I eat, breathe, and sleep what I do. Let's see if there's anything that you guys need to see before we move on to another topic here. Let's see, because I don't want to miss anything because I don't come on live as much as I would love or like to do. There is something that I do have out. I don't really know. I'm always coming up with deals and things. Let me see if I got it. I don't have it on here. I don't think I had it on here. I don't. Nope, I don't. But there's a thing also that I have. It's called Pro Reels. Um, Pro Reels that I do, but we could talk about that at a later time. I want to give a shout out to my homeboy Chris Donaldson, that's in Mississippi, from the south side of Pontiac. Via that, me and him are going to be coming up with our own individual set podcast together, and it's going to be called Behind the Lens. I did a session of this maybe later in the year of 2023, and it's more or less going to be talking about what videographers, content creators, photographers, people that do the line of work that I do, the obstacles and the things that we've encountered to be able to do what we're doing, how to structure your pay, how to structure your relationships, and how to structure equipment, how to manage this type of work, because this type of work is very rewarding and fulfilling, but at the same time, you got to really guard yourself with this, But not only that, you got to understand what you're doing and what you want out of it. It could be very lucrative, but you got to understand at the end of the day, it's a business. You know what I mean? So you want to make sure that you're getting compensated for what you're doing when you do this type of work. It's a lot of investment. It's a lot of investment. And that's what we're going to be talking about. Like, just a camera alone can hit you for $1,000, a decent one. Or, a camera and a lens, $1,500 right there. And that's not money to sneeze at, So just think about you adding you got 2 or 3 cameras. Think about somebody that has 2 or 3 cameras. That's right there could be $4,000. I mean, these are like real cameras, not phone cameras, or real cameras, real lights, real equipment, real wires, and real. After a while, things start to add up to a point where it's no longer a hobby. It's a job. It's an investment. It's a creation of a form of income for you. So we're going to talk about these things on Behind the Lens, and we're going to invite other folks maybe to share their experience or their expertise on the business aspect. And a lot of it I'm learning as I go also, because I don't know everything. Me and him rub a lot of ideas off of each other, and I like to talk to like-minded people about where they're going, what they're doing, how they did it, and how I could probably contribute and learn something from them, and vice versa. So Behind the Lens should be coming. I don't know if we're going to do it once a week. I know his schedule is a little weird. Like I say, he's down there in Macomb, Mississippi. He's from Pontiac, Michigan, from the south side of Pontiac, Michigan, just like me. We grew up together on the south side a little bit, so that's my homeboy. So we gonna get on here soon, and we gonna knock it out like that. So I'm very, very happy to be back doing the Every Other Day podcast. It's just been so much kind of going on where I've had to take care of business. I had to water and nurture some things that I got going on as far as other ideas concerning the business. And I wanted to come back on here and talk to you all about what I've been doing, letting you know that I'm still here and that I'm still creating great, um, um, you know, great properties, intellectual properties for people and for organizations and for individuals, and building the pod and building FG Media Arts to be more, visible, greater than I ever could think that it could be. This has been a tremendous blessing, and my prayer usually always is, Lord, just help me sustain what I got going on. Let me keep doing what I love to do. I mean, I think about this. I think about ideas of what I can do every day to expand what I'm doing, but not just expand it because I wanted to expand, but expand it because I want to help people do what they want to do, but give them a high-end quality product on a corporate level. You know what I mean? And that's what FG Media Arts. FG Media Arts is going to take you to appealing to corporate. Like anything that I do is for really the sole purpose, if I got a client, is to be able to help you make money with whatever it is that you're doing. So if you come to me for a promotion or you come to me for, my whole thing is, can this video make you money that I'm making for you? You know what I mean? How can we make this so this can solicit business or solicit that grant or solicit this, action to you? So that's what the whole thing is about. Nothing has a guarantee, but I've come from a background. My background has been from 18 years old to 37 years old. So basically for 7 years, I've been on my own, roughly, pretty much doing this. So my whole background for the first 20 years of my really working career has been in a corporate situation and understanding how they market and what they look for, the language, the look, this and this and that. And I understand it. That's why I work with school districts. That's why I work with professionals. That's why I work with law enforcement. That's why I work with nonprofits. That's why I work with, doctors. You know what I mean? So because they know when they come to me, they're gonna, they know that they're gonna get something that they can show. It's not gonna be, it's gonna be where they can use this for that video, or this promotion can work for them for years. You know what I mean? So that's what I pride myself on and doing, and keeping it corporate, keeping it professional, and that's, they may be keeping it CP, corporate professional. And there's nothing wrong with that. You need somebody in your area that's able to do that. And that's what I do, and that's what I exceeded in, and that's where I become very highly successful in over the last couple of years. So I want to just continue to grow that. Like even when somebody comes here to the pod, I want them to have a situation where they feel comfortable. It can be turned into a more of a, it can be a lax situation, or it can be a corporate situation, either or. But we can transform here. So I just wanted to say thank you guys. I wanted to come and talk. I don't know. I'm going to put this back up, effigy.images.com. That's EFFIGY, I'm sorry, images.com. Please visit the website. Traffic has been up tremendously. Effigy Media Arts. Go to that website. Traffic has been up. Traffic has been up. I'm doing something right, y'all. You know what I mean? I got my Google understanding up a little bit, but traffic has been up. to the website, effigieimages.com. Go there and figure and find out what we got to offer you. And we got you. Just reach out to me. Again, live streaming events. There's a lot of people that do it now. Well, I don't know if there's a lot. I know what I do. But I send it, it's directly. Web hosting also that we giving. It's different from taking it to YouTube, Facebook, and all that. When you got web hosting, Effigy Media Arts provides web hosting, meaning that your live stream will be directly put to it. It won't get blocked. It won't get muted. It won't get cut off. None of that type of stuff. You know what I mean? That's a big, huge difference. You know, and we got you for an affordable price. You know, I got a wedding coming up that we're going to be doing very soon. It's going to be directly web hosted to Effigy Media Arts. That way we ain't got to worry about, you know, because the person was going to put it on YouTube. But see, when you do stuff like that, and say you have a wedding singer, they up there singing whatever contemporary music is out, or the instrumental is playing behind, that wedding is going to get cut off. That wedding going to get cut off. Or you at a funeral, the choir is singing, you know, and as soon as the algorithm picks up what that song is, it's going to either mute it or it's going to cut it off. So it's getting to the point now that you almost can't really live stream to Facebook and YouTube like you want to. It has to be totally original at this point. And I get where they're coming from because, you know, everybody got to get their money. You know what I mean? And it's only right. So you need original content to actually have things work on Facebook and YouTube. Original. So if you need an event, you have an event, you got a DJ, a party event, you need to have that where you want to advertise yourself, you need to have that directly going to a website. You know what I'm saying? And we web host. Like I said, we web host, and you won't have any problems. You won't have any problems having that live stream cut off at all. As long as the internet good, we good, you know. And we got the equipment to do it. We got the equipment to make it sound good and look good. So I'm very proud of what Effigy Media Arts has been able to accomplish and do. So happy about that. So, in winding up, let me take this off. Again, I want to go ahead and remind everybody tomorrow we have. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger because it's a little too small. Let me just widen that out just a little bit. And make it too small. All right. Tomorrow, if you can please log on to, well, number one, subscribe yourself to the podcast right here, Life Essentials, the Self-Healer's Journey, the podcast with a heart, directly coming from here in the pod, Bobby Benton, tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Please, please, please go ahead and log on and watch tomorrow. She has a wonderful guest. So we're going to be getting prepared for her tomorrow here at the pod. Remember, Bobby Benton, Life Essentials, the Self-Healer's Journey. She's been really racking it up. I mean, she's having great guest after great guest after great guest. I mean, like she's really been doing it. And super proud of her. I mean, she's had doctors, lawyers, directors, people of over departments and colleges, you know, people with certain trauma issues or whatever. And I mean, she speaks to it all on her podcast. And a lot of times when I'm just sitting here and she doing the podcast, like I tell her, I'm like, yo, I'll be sitting over here listening and I'll be sitting over here learning. I mean, for real. I mean, sitting here, I'm over there in the corner. I know you guys can't see, but right over there in the corner is where my DJ booth is, basically. I got my mixer, my cameras, all my stuff is lights and everything is set up to point at the table and all this type of stuff. So I'm up here doing my, you know, engineering at the end of the day, and that's what I'm doing. And I'm listening to her while listening to them as they do their podcast, and I am learning while I'm doing it. I'm just listening to the podcast. So a lot of times I shoot podcasts here. I'm listening to them and I'm learning a lot. So yeah, you know, Hey man, we have a good time here. We really do. So check her out tomorrow, and that's gonna be a great thing. Let me get that off the stage here. Let's go ahead. Don't want you guys don't forget. Um, Here's another thing. You get the discount here. It's the full house, the deal that you cannot beat. You know what I'm saying? So don't forget that. And I'm going to put the number up here one more time. If you guys want to call in real quickly and you have any question about what we offer in here, please call. Any questions about what we offer here at the pod, which is located at 43700 Woodward Avenue, Bloomfield, 2 blocks away from Pontiac, down the street from Detroit, and we serving the whole area. You know what I mean? And we doing something that a lot of people ain't even doing. Hey, bro, you get a lot up in this joint, like for real. Like I've been known to give too much, and I've been known to do too much, but that's just in my DNA. I do a lot of things that maybe I shouldn't do. That's like, and what I mean by that is I give too much. You know what I mean? But I believe in, if you know if you give, you shall receive. You know what I mean? So that's why I give a lot. That's why I do a lot, because I feel like the more that I do, I want somebody to do for me. And that's just how I'm thinking about it. So I give discounts, and I give. So if you have any questions about what's happening with the pod, or if you have any questions, give me the call. Hold on. You get the max exposure up in this joint. Who does this? Who does all of this stuff right here? What company you can get 5 platforms, maybe 6? How many you really know? Y'all don't know? How many people do y'all know? That's okay, Black Mom, but you didn't get the. There wasn't a focus. There wasn't a focus at the top. We just talking about the pod today. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Bobby. Hey, Bobby, I don't know if you seen just a second ago. Basically, hold on, let me go back. Boom. He was telling the people to go ahead and be, tuning in tomorrow to your show. I don't know if you saw that, but yeah. So in a nutshell, hey, love what we do here. I love what we do. I love what able to contribute to the space around here, and it's just a wonderful time. Mr. Manifester. Yeah, so I'm just having a good time. It's a wonderful day, and I'm just blessed to be able to do what I'm doing, and I want to continue to do it. So, but I want you guys to go ahead and think about it. If you guys have any questions when it comes, so if you guys have any questions about equipment, cameras, the process, programs, or anything that you need, I can help you um, find the cheapest route, because just call this number 248-905-1128. I can tell you exactly what you will need to get started, depending on the level that you want to go. You know what I mean? And be realistic. If you got $100 budget, if I'm talking about, if you want to do your podcast, you want to have your setup for yourself at the crib, at home, or whatever. So, no, if you have $100 budget, then it's going to look different than if you have $1,000 budgets where you can set up at home. But I can let you know per the tiers. I have helped churches, local churches, set up their podcast, or not set up their podcast, their whole live stream for their church. And that those churches are making money. I hate to say it like this, but those churches are making money with when funerals are done at those churches, because that's an extra service and it's an extra charge. You have to pay somebody to be there to operate the equipment for for a funeral. So I've helped local churches, get there, help them start their media ministry, and they took it off and invested in, one of the churches that I've helped when they didn't have a ministry was Trinity Missionary Baptist Church. When they didn't have a now if you look at it, they They look like they should be on BET. You know what I mean? As far as what they doing now, you know what I mean? But I helped them when they didn't have things set up. Did a funeral there, did a wedding there, and that was it. And then they started and gave them the basics of what I understood, and then they took it and looking like they from BET now, looking like for real. I mean, it looks. So I've been doing this for a long time. You say, let me see here. Okay, cool. Yeah, in regards to questions, Dash. Let's see what you say here. Okay, cool. In regards to questions to ask you, I'll catch the replay though. Okay. Yeah, so you can ask questions. You can, whatever the case may be. You say you have a vision for your basement. Okay. And come down to have. You want a studio in your basement? All right, I'm gonna give you a formula real quick because I have basically the studio was my basement. My basement was a studio for like my studio was the basement for like dang near 15 years. I produced a lot of people don't know this. I have a 3-disc album that I produced. 52 songs. I'm gonna bring it actually up here one day. 52 songs. I wrote an album and recorded it, and basically it was the record of my life, more or less. It was called The Issue, that I made at this point around 12 years ago, 13 years ago. So I recorded a whole 3-disc album in my basement. So I'm basically made a studio. Yeah, yeah. Where can you copy it? Well, I sell individual copies, basically. They actual CDs and real cover. I mean, it's professional looking, like barcode, all that. And at one point in time, I was Kendrick. I ain't gonna lie, I was like on some Kendrick stuff before. I was good. I'm still living good, but I ain't dedicated to it no more. But actually, that music is what got me into doing this type of stuff. Like I wanted to learn how to shoot my own videos. You know what I mean? So I asked the videographer, I said, hey man, I rap and no, just it ain't available for purchase. You can cash at me and then send me your address. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put my cash up right here so you ain't got no excuse. If you say you really want it, and then go ahead and DM me and then DM me your what's the name? I'm gonna go ahead and since you're talking, you say you want it. Don't leave now. Don't leave now. Let me see here. I'm gonna give you the cash app right here. $. Hold on one second. I'm gonna give you, and then I'm gonna tell you about it. $. Let me make sure. Don't leave now. Don't leave now. Because remember, we need shipping too. Shipping and handling. So $. Don't leave now. There we go. The album is on sale. Well, inflation. How much did the album cost back then? You really wanted it? $20. I gotta send it to you. You know what I mean? That's gonna cost me around $3. So if you send me it, I swear to God, I got it packaged. It's in the basement right now. It's packaged. It's been packaged. Like this album is classic. I give it to you. So I see how serious you is if that $20 hit my cash app. But I'll send it to you though. But it's a retrospective album. Is about my life up to that point. And I have another album that I basically never put out. It's called Record Book. And Record Book was just basically the last, I wasn't gonna produce any more rap albums. I didn't do it because I wanted to be a rapper. I just did it because I wanted a way to be able to express myself destructively without, doing something that I shouldn't be doing or whatever. And so basically, it turned out being pretty good. You know what I mean? People that heard it actually liked it, and but it turned me into doing what I'm doing today, because what happened was I had what happened was um I created the album. I wanted to do videos. I wanted a couple videos for it. So I got in touch with a videographer and I asked him, I said, how much to do the video? He said $1,000. So I'm like, okay. I wasn't tripping off his price. I never trip off of what people want to charge ever, because that's what they want to charge. Right. So I was like, cool, well, $1,000, I can go ahead and just go get me a camera. And that's how I bought my first camera. I was like, instead of me paying them, maybe I can go get me a camera, maybe I can learn. That's when I got into cameras. That So my love for music and expressing myself some type of way, that's what led me to doing what I'm doing. If it wasn't for me trying to rap, or not trying, it wasn't for me rapping, it wasn't for me producing my own album, if it wasn't for me doing that, I wouldn't have done none of this. And that's why I tell people sometimes just start doing something, because this can beget that, this can begot that, this can beget, you know what I mean? It ain't where you starting really. That just might be the start. That was the start for me to go ahead and get to the camera. And I'm like, okay, now I got this camera. I want to make money with this camera. You know what I'm saying? That would you just put right here, Black Mama. This was my prayer to God. It was called knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. That's what I was praying for God for a whole year. Nonstop. I didn't ask God for nothing. All I asked him was for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding for a whole year. That was it. And he gave it to me. And so at the end of the day, I learned, that the camera holds power and respect. You know what I mean? It captures moments and times, and it lets me come to you. You know what I mean? And sometimes it brings you to me. You know what I mean? So, um, yeah, yeah. So, at the end of the day, this is what I do, and this is what I love to do. Um, but yeah, for sure, for sure. So, um, yeah. I just wanted to come to you guys today and just say thank you for, supporting me thus far, being part of the Every Other Day podcast. Be looking forward to me and my buddy. We're going to be coming on. Like I said, we're going to be talking about behind the lens. We're going to be talking about things that's concerning videography, photography, and things like that in the business, content creation, what he knows, what I know. And maybe we can learn something together, but it'll be fun. So until then, man, I just want to say thank you guys, and I'm about to sign out and get ready for, what else we got to do for the rest of the day. I'll be talking to you in a minute, and I will sign out with just a picture. Hold on here. Hold on. Man, I got so much. Here we go. But I wanted to give y'all a picture. I give y'all a picture. This my picture. And I'm gonna sign off with this picture. Oh, y'all. All right, love y'all. Peace.